Hi, this is Cycling Sasquatch, and I want to do an overview of what's in my bags and stuff. I just got done with the Florida Divide, and a lot of people are wondering what I did, what I didn't do, what I used, what I didn't use. So I'm going to do a quick overview of the bike. I did one video of the cockpit and some of the other stuff, so this is going to follow that one up. One of the things on my cockpit that I showed was the exposure joystick light, and that was my dog. And this is how easy, as you can tell, it was pretty dusty out there. I use a POC helmet. It's an Octo X helmet. It's very light, love it. But it's got a little adapter I put on there, and I can take the light off of my Jones bars and just pop them on there, and it's on there. So it's a good little light. It's rechargeable, charges pretty quick, and it lasts. It's got adjustments on the outside of it for different how long it'll last, like 10 hours. You just look along the side, you can adjust it how you want to use it. The other thing I talked about was my CD SD15s. These are really good mountain bike shoes. They're pretty flexible, so I had to use the platform pedals. They got the BOA straps on them. These shoes have been wonderful since the day I put them on. Had no problems with them, and I've done a lot of walking with those, a lot. I guess what I'm going to start with is and I messed up on the other video. I said it was a bar yak bag. It's actually a bike bag, dude, out of Australia. I ordered that specific because that was the biggest bag I could find. It does a great job. I've never had any problems with it. Usually what I keep in here is my external batteries that I use I use my sine wave, and I plug it into here, and that's what I use to charge up during the day when I'm not using my lights, and I use that to charge my stuff at night when I need them. And every time I go, I have to find a little trinket alongside of the road that I bring home, and I'll put in one of my cabinets in my house for just memories of each ride I do. I also keep a knife, some Cliff blocks that I use. These things are awesome. These are spearmint. You can get them in ginger. They got some caffeine, and the spearmint and ginger I like them because it helps settle my stomach because I have a lot of problems when I get hot. Extra batteries. Actually, I just found out I've got 2 Allen wrenches. They might not want to see what's in there. 2 Allen wrenches that I got from Rick Ashton that I didn't give back to him after my last ride. A spare valve stem. My extra Q sheets. Just little odds and ends I keep in there. But it's got a couple different pouches on each side, and it's a huge bag. That thing works wonders. It's awesome. I got a bunch of junk in here too. Usually when I couldn't fit it in my pockets in my jersey, I'd stick it in here. So it's got all kinds of room. These guys are out of Australia. Great job. Gonna open up my side bag. In here, I started out just keeping like my what do you call it, chamois butter, stuff like that in there, but by the end of the ride I got everything in there. These here, I don't know if you've seen these before. These are rocket lights. These are awesome. They've got sodium citrate, or yes, citrate, chloride, ginger root powder, calcium, potassium, magnesium, peppermint extract, and vitamin D3. I have a lot of problem when I get hot when I'm riding, with my stomach getting upset where I can't even hardly drink water. Justin Shealy showed me these, and I've been using them ever since. I get them from Ryan, and Ryan, just get with me and I'll hook you up to talk to Ryan to get these. And these things are awesome. They're made by Carbo Rocket. 2 of these every couple hours. It's supposed to be like every hour, but I used to do every couple hours, and they were awesome. They would keep me from getting upset, my stomach upset. Chamois butter, a topical ointment for my knees and my wrists and stuff that start hurting. I kept that in there. That started out in the front bag and ended up on the side bag. Of course, my helmet light, band-aids, This stuff, moleskin padding. If you get start getting saddle sores and you have nothing else to go to, I went to the moleskin and they helped me get through 2 days to get my saddle sores working where I could actually ride. This stuff works wonders. My T9, Boschio T9 chain lube, hydrocortisone, which also helps out with your saddle sores at night. Make sure you clean yourself real good, put this stuff on there. It'll help out really well. Tie wraps, zip ties, whatever you want to call them. My 50 zinc sun lotion. Definitely in Florida you need to use this stuff. I use sun sleeves a lot, so I used it a little bit, but not. My wife said I should have put it on my ears and I didn't. But I use sun sleeves a lot. Destin, that stuff works good. Desitin works good on trying to heal your butt when it's sore. I bought 3 or 4 of these protein builders, chocolate mint, 20 grams of protein. I don't know, out on the trail, they're pretty thick and hard to eat. I think I ate 1 of them, maybe 2. I bought them hoping that they would help me out to recover, but not so good. I had this mount for my light. I broke it trying to adjust it. Some stuff my wife put in here. It works real good. The BioFreeze, stuff like that for my knees. Sight savers for my head or for my sunglasses. Let me see what else I got in here. Oh, always have to come home with a koozie. Always. So I got another koozie. Go with my other 100 of them. I don't know if I want to get down here too deep. I think that's about it. Everything else is just mainly some old batteries that I keep down in there just in case. In case I run out, I always have some down in there. Another packet of rocket lights. Told you I'd depend on those. I guess we'll move around to the back. Now, I posted earlier that one of the things that I didn't really care about taking with me again was my air mattress and my air pillow. So I'm going to explain to you why the air pillow is because this terrapin bag is awesome for what I would do. I'd take out my night clothes, put them on, and then I'd tighten this back up and I'd use this for a pillow. I'm a side sleeper and this is nice and tall. So this went from being just a terrapin bag to being my pillow. So it works really well. Now as far as clothes that I took with me, this is a capelline type shirt that I was going to take with me, that I took with me. Thinking it might get cold at night. I never had to use that. Night shorts. You always have to change out of your kit into something dry and light so that you will dry and work good. My jersey I wore, I love this jersey. This is my favorite jersey. Podium wear, Pedal Trash design. Pedal Trash Incorporated designed this for me, and Podium wear makes really good jerseys. I enjoyed that. My K-Lite jersey, another comfortable jersey. So I took 2 jerseys with me and 2 bibs, which I actually tried to, you hear about people wearing their bibs a lot. I tried 3 days worth of wearing my bibs and sweating real bad, and I think that's what caused my saddle sores. I shouldn't have worn them 3 days. Extra towels, extra socks. I tried wearing these compression socks also, and they started hurting my feet instead of helping my feet. And that's one of the things, I took too many pairs of socks. I had 3 or 4 pairs of socks. My bibs. I tried wearing shorts over my bibs. That didn't work out well either. So I just carried these. I never did. I think I wore them the first day for about 2 hours and figured out that I didn't need them. buff. You always want to wear one of these around your neck in Florida. Keep the sun off your neck. Always keep extra towels, because sometimes, even though it's a small towel, some of these campgrounds have showers, but they don't have towels, and you can dry off with them. Hanky, more socks, bibs. Those are about wore out now. And these were wonderful. These are sun sleeves. They didn't quite fit my arm, so I had to cut them, but they're Pearly Zoomy sun sleeves. They work wonders. They let your arm breathe, and they keep the sun off of them, and it helps you a lot. You don't get sunburned. Even though you can tell I got tan, this is probably from the last day where I didn't wear them. You can tell where I had my gloves on. More socks. And just more socks. I had too many socks. Shouldn't have worn so many socks. Now, going to this point, an extra pair of gloves. This is my most favorite part of my bike right now, is this terrapin bag. It's so easy. I take it off of there, I take it into my tent, all my stuff's there, I make a pillow out of it. It's easier, you know, especially with this valve, to get all the air out and to repack. My favorite part of my kit right there is that terrapin bag. I'm gonna go to the opposite side over here, which you can probably stay over there. I just pull the stuff out. It's another zipper like this, a little bit bigger though. In this bag, he made, up on top, he made 2 little elastic straps so I keep my tire pump. And this is the side I kept my food in. And it looks like I left a sandwich in there I forgot about.
Ew.
But I would get extra food every morning, and I'd pack it in there. Wendy's hamburgers. I tried McDonald's hamburgers. They did good until I started using McDonald's hamburgers. Wendy's hamburgers were much better. They stayed. I mean, I would go 2 days with them in that pouch and still eat them, and I never did get sick, and they always tasted good. So I learned that from Josh Bowden. He took burgers with him on a TNGA, and it helped him out. So I take them with me every time I go on a ride, long ride like this. I also figured out how to keep an extra bottle in here too. Being in Florida and hot as it was, I didn't want to get caught with no water, so I had tons of water on the bike, which came in handy a couple times. A little ratchet with some bits in it that I use for repairing my bike if I need to. Another one of those protein bars I didn't eat. This is a little pouch that I took some other type of chamois butter and stuck it in there. We bought it and you could just take the top off, pack it in there. It works real well. Another hanky. These are invaluable. Wipes. Not only for your butt, for everything else you need. These things work wonders. You always got to keep them with you. Batteries. A couple pairs of these little small channel locks. I don't know how I got 2 pairs in there, but I got 2 in there. These things are awesome. It's also where I keep my repair bag. And I've got everything in there, and even toenail clippers. I got everything I need to fix my bike in here, pretty much. 5-hour energies. Some people think they're a gimmick. I love them. They pull me out of a lot of spots. They help. They make my when I take them, they give me a little energy, but mostly they make my legs feel better. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the vitamins that's in it or what, but they make my legs feel better. My cold shield. And that's about it for that. You know, I try to keep one side food, one side with all the stuff I needed as far as medicine and stuff like that. But they kept getting swapped around. It kind of sucks sometimes when you got to looking.
Okay.
All right, so we'll move to the front bag. This will be the last thing I think I need to show you. Oh, I forgot about the big bag here. Now, I try to keep all my camp gear in here, my sleeping gear. My Climate extra large pillow, I didn't use it. I used it one day and it was a pain in the butt, try to keep it on my head. So I just used my terrapin bag. so I never use that the rest of the time. My favorite piece of equipment that goes with my terrapin bag is that Z-Packs duplex. That tent is awesome. It's lightweight. It's a 2-man tent. Packs down to nothing. Goes up easy. Awesome. I love that tent. This is my sleeping bag. It's a 40-degree sleeping bag. Most of the time I didn't need it. Only towards the, probably 1, 2 o'clock in the morning I'd sleep without it, but then it'd get a little chilly. 1, 2 o'clock in the morning I'd have it there. My carbon fiber tent poles for my Z-Packs. One of my other gloves I couldn't find. And this is my Climate Static V. I don't know, it was a pain in the butt to try to stay on it. I don't know if I'm too wide for it or what, but it kept sliding out from under me and it made a lot of noise. So I quit using it and I slept great just on the ground. I don't know why. I guess I'm just one of them people that can sleep on flat ground with no problems. So I carried that around, didn't have to. Extra bag. That's it. That's all I had in that bag. And in the front, these are all my anti-inflammatory pills, like Advil, stuff like that. Aspirin, just anything I thought Rolaids, whatever I thought I might need, I kept it in that bag. This is where I kept all my cables, my charging cables to charge my 520, my light, my GoPro, and my phone. Kept all the cables in that. I'm always picking up things on the road. This was, I stopped at Walgreens to get that stuff for my saddle sores, and if you donated, you got one of these. So I got 2 of them. I donated twice and got 2 of them just so I'd have them. Guess I was out in the sun too long that day. I don't know. I kept my stakes up here for my tent, and another battery pack which died on me. I got to figure out why that doesn't work anymore. It's fairly new and it just quit working. I don't know what I did to it. My filter, which I didn't have to use. Extra batteries. I think all these, what I would do, an extra charger. What I do when I swap the batteries out of here, I would take and put them up front here, so that if I ever did run out of batteries, I could still maybe soak out enough power out of these old batteries to get me through. So I kept doing that. I keep them in here. I also kept some extra Allen wrenches and my little Gerber all-in-one tool. Works good. I didn't even know why these are in there. I didn't know they were in here. So I had extra Allen wrenches. So I guess that's everything. One of the things that, like I said, that I shouldn't have brought with me was the climate bag and the blow-up pillow. A lot of people can't do without those. I could do without them. The shorts, I didn't need the shorts. The extra shorts go over to my kit. Other than that, there wasn't a whole lot that I brought with me that I didn't need to bring with me. Was there anything I needed that I didn't have? No, I think I pretty much had everything that I needed. I didn't need anything more than that. It worked out real well. Everything stayed together. I did have a flat tire, not flat, but I had a slow leak. I guess on these Florida trips, if you're going to do a bunch of miles in the heat, put an extra amount of sealant in your tires, because I had sealant in there, but it was wet, but it wasn't enough to fill whatever the small leak was. I couldn't find a small leak. I couldn't find anything. So I just threw a tube in it, and it's still going. So I guess that's about it. So that's what I had, and that's what I took. And I want to thank everybody for the support for me to do the Florida Divide. My wife, she helped me out immensely. She's always behind me. My brother-in-law Matt and sister-in-law Denise, they come pick me up. When I got there, they had cold beer and a sandwich waiting on me when I got there. They brought me back up to Jupiter. And just all my friends and everybody that was on the internet that kept egging me on and helped me out. You guys helped me get through it. I had 3 or 4 mornings where I got up and I really didn't want to. I was just going to say the heck with it, and I wasn't going to keep going. And I look at Facebook and saw everybody was pushing me and wanting me to keep going. So as soon as I get out of my tent and get on my bike and start riding, everything was beautiful. It was just that few minutes in the morning, half an hour or so in the morning, where I struggled. But once I got out, I was good. And it was usually every day was a beautiful day. Florida Divide's a pretty awesome ride. It's tough, but it's pretty damn awesome. And I just got one last thing to say. If you're a big person and you think you can't do something, just get up and do it. I haven't trained in over a year. I really haven't. It's probably been longer than that. And I had to say I'm going to do something. It's pretty much get off the couch and go do this is what I did. I struggled at first, made it through. I'm probably the heaviest I've been in 4 years. And just perseverance and good people behind you. You just got to get up off the couch, get out on your bike or get walking. Just do something to get yourself motivated. But I want to thank everybody for the support, and I appreciate you. Thank you.